Look at Didge chasing the doves. Is that a fun time, Didge? I've got a bit of a hoarse throat here, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. I think it's a combination of something the kids brought home for me and a lot of soybean dust lately. Anyway, we are getting really close to being done with soybeans, and corn harvest is gonna be a lot of fun. But that's a day or two away yet. We're gonna finish everything else here first. First thing we gotta do is transfer a bunch of corn so that we have room for this year's corn. I completely forgot to explain to you guys in the last video why we're transferring last year's corn. It's not a super high quality corn. It's not a great corn. And corn always stores better if you can move it, keep the fans on it, especially when it's cold this time of year. So we're pulling everything out of this bin. We're putting it into those smaller bins in the middle that we had beans in. And we're gonna move last year's corn just to freshen it up, cool it down, and hope that it stores better. That old grain will always do better if you move it. And it's been sitting there for a year, so we're gonna move it. We sold a bunch of corn for January now, so in a couple of months here, we will be pulling out of these bins and we will blend this old corn off with the new corn. It's a good way to do things because this year's corn is going to be high quality. And we had another bin fan go out. This fan and motor was taken down to the fan motor fixer-upper joint yesterday, mostly because something in the power conductor wasn't making contact with the spinner thinger. But I don't want to get too detailed with my electric motor knowledge with you guys. Anyway, it was bad. It's fixed. We're gonna put it back on. And that is kind of a two-man job, so I'm gonna wait until Jim gets here in about an hour, and then we're gonna pull this truck into the shop and put new bearings in this hopper bottom because it's having issues. So, some of the bearings we think are going bad in here because when it's loaded with beans, it doesn't always want to open right up. There's the man himself.
Morning, Zach.
Morning, Jim. I don't know what else it could be. There's a couple of them that are bad. We got 30 of them in a box up there. Trouble is there's less dew today than there's been all week. So I think we'll open it up, see which ones spin, lube them all with that dry lube stuff.
Yeah.
The ones that are busted or don't spin easy, we'll swap out 5, 6, 8 of them, whatever. Blow it out really good because that dust is bad.
Yep.
And then throw that fan on, and then we're gonna move. I want to get 180 done today. We got those 2 fields, and then we'll just have Laxton's on the hill left. Morning, Alan. How's it going? Are you interested in working today? Anytime you want, those 2 trucks are here. That one's good. 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 This one's questionable. I really only have the one up here that's bad.
Okay, and that's where I had that broken one too.
Was right up front.
Maybe that's
Maybe that's the deal. Where'd I put it?
I don't know. There you go.
There we go. Couple washers behind them all.
Should have a washer or 2 behind it, and a little one on the outside, and then a thing in
the spacer.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the biggest one here too. I got a couple in the back that are questionable.
Yeah, we'll shut the door and then change that setup.
If they're gritty but they roll easy, what do you think?
Well, as long as they roll easy.
Yeah, it rolls. They rolled fine. They're
Hear
just
it.
crunchy.
I can feel the balls in it. So.
If you can feel that, they're gonna go bad soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on this corn quick. I am just gonna shut that back bin down and the conveyor here because we have a convenient what would you call it? Inspection hole? Due to our procrastination, we've got this handy little inspection hole here that we can now dig in and feel the corn and say that's all good. Except for this little guy right here. Don't worry about that little guy. Alright. All is good. That's why you never rush to finish the job. What combine? What are you talking about? No, that's just talk to Didge. Are you good back there?
Yep.
All right. Tim, and he told me where the breakers run for those bin fan motors is in kind of a goofy spot. So he told me where they were. There's a breaker off, so we can get that wired up anytime and flip that breaker on. Anybody else's bin site end up with boxes and panels all over the place, and something that's over here is controlled by wire way in the back, and you never plan to get as big as you have. When Dad built his first couple of bins, he thought he'd never need any more storage. Those are now our small bins. You didn't want to ride shotgun? Hey Anna, bye. How are we looking so far?
Looking good.
Excellent. We got one broken one here on the end,
Really?
but it's not where a row runs, so we're gonna change it when we switch fields and fuel up. He's got hockey at 4 o'clock, so he would have to quit by 3. I mean, if you wanted to, you could jet home and Onyx could run it until either 3 or when we move fields, and we could get you back here in 2, 3, 4 hours. Okay, 10-4, I'll send Onyx over.
All right, you should be all ready to go.
Got everything?
Yep.
All right. Pretty cool. Brief family history lesson here. My family came over from Sweden in the 1870s and started this farm. We had a brief hiccup in the 1960s when the 3rd generation of this farm passed away young and unexpectedly. Grandma packed up and moved south, and Dad grew up on a farm in southern Minnesota. When he got old enough, he decided to move back up here to the original homesteaded farm. That was in the early 80s, early to mid 80s. This is the only farm I've ever known, but we do still have family that farms back in southern Minnesota, and I always wonder what it would have been like if Mom and Dad would have stayed down there and farmed with the family down there. I'm sure things would have been a lot different. Nonetheless, here we are, 150 years later. I've got 3.5 kids. Got 3 of our own, and we fostered our niece for several years. So I like to say we've got 3.5 kids. But right there is the first of the 6th generation to operate side by side with me here. A few of you out there know the proud feeling that I'm feeling right now. That's enough of this mushy crap. I'll get back to work. You got it running. Awesome. All right, we will give you a call around like 3, for sure by 3, because Onyx has to leave by then. So if we finish this field and we're moving sooner than that, I'll give you a call. You guys really want to know how unbelievable this Prairie wind system is? I got a little bit too close to a tile flag, snipped it off that wind system, shoved it right in there, and the belts ate it right up. Very, very efficient. 5 to 4, we're gonna need a tile flag. He's not even here, I did that for the LOLs. We do actually need a tile flag though. I'm gonna jump out here for a minute and just check the job that it's doing, because I've made some changes. And these beans are quite a bit drier than what we were taking yesterday, so I wanna make sure we're still doing a good job here. The header's definitely doing a good job. There are no issues there, especially considering how dry this stuff is and how easy these things are shattering. There's a couple in there. Looks good to me. I gotta find a restroom. Oh, there's one right here. Hi, little girl.
Hi.
Did you bring me some lunch? You gonna eat it with me in the combine? All right. Onyx, you get enough sandwiches?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Mom. You didn't bring me any?
You said you had some.
I have some, but you brought some for Isla to eat with me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Jeez, it's like 150 degrees in there. Are you excited, Isla? Hey. Hey. She doesn't want to talk to Dad. Ready? Should we buckle you up, or are you just going to sit there?
I think he's going to put it in the new truck, not the old truck.
Oh, you think so, huh? You are so cute.
I can't actually just go in either of
trucks.
Can't get to them or what?
Because there's a child in between the older one, and I guess I could fit through there, but it's too tight that I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Okay, you need me to move them?
Yeah.
Alright, there should be room there for you now, bud. I mean 6. He wants me to call him 6. That's his call number. You can have a call number? You got farm dust on your cheek. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna flip the buttons on to turn everything on? You come push them. Push this one down. Push it down and forward.
Like forward and down.
Yep. Okay, now this one. There it goes.
So put all 56 in here?
Yep, you can put it all in there. Now push this one. Yep. There you go. Now we're ready to go. Is that pretty cool? Here comes the beans. I like to look back there and watch them go down. Hi, Mom. Isla has to go poop. She would like you to come get her. There's your ride home, Isla. Are you gonna leave me? Yeah.
What's Onyx gonna do?
He went to talk to Mom too. You got it all by yourself? Yeah. One more. There you go, good job. Look at those bunch of jack. Time to fuel up. I was hoping we'd finish this field, but it was getting just a little too close for comfort. You about ready up there? Go. We're nearly half done for the day. Let's go. Onyx, where's your mother? She's supposed to be coming to get you. Kid's got hockey. We don't have time to wait for Mom. She'll get here when she gets here. Well, Onyx left us. He's off to hockey practice. So it's me and Jim out here again, finishing up the final 10 acres or so in this piece. Okay, the first 90 acres of the day is done, and we've only got a half-mile stretch here to get to the next field. So I got Jim up ahead running spotter for me. He says we're clear. I'm going for it. 40 feet wide down a 20-foot path. Works every time. We did it. We're here. Computers are changed to the next field. Let's do it. 50 acres later, we were setting up for a killer sunset, and then the clouds moved in. What do you do? Sounds like Onyx's hockey practice went well. He's gonna come back out and take over for Jim. Jim's gonna go home, and we're gonna try and finish up this field tonight. We've got 40-some acres left. Hopefully we'll get it done.
We're gonna carve them tomorrow.
You're gonna carve pumpkins tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun.
Dad, mine's perfect. It has the stem, and then it's perfectly rounded like that. Onyx's is more of like that, and then Isla's is tiny.
Oh, got it. Onyx, you ready to run some grain cart?
Yep.
You got enough like food and snacks and stuff with you? There we go. 180 acres done on the day. Not even all that late. Didn't get an early start. Heck yeah. There's the last 10,000 pounds of the day. And we are now down to 48 acres of soybeans left for, what year is this? 2020? If you've had it idling for a bit, you can turn the lights off and shut it down. Another great moon. Beautiful night. Did you carry your garbage out of that tractor?
No.
I didn't think so. Come on. What does that mean? Apparently it didn't like me trying to start the truck with the driver door open. Lousy safety mechanisms.
Hey Anna, what are you doing?
Heads up, dog. You gonna hop out here, Onyx?
Yep. Good night.
See you inside. Good night, bud.
long will you be on here for?
I'll be in 10, 15.
All right, see ya.
See ya. Thank you guys for watching. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. You're the reason that this channel is here. Remember, Becky and I are giving away $5,000 to local fire departments and first responder crews who need funds for grain bin rescue equipment, enclosed space rescue equipment, and or training. On top of that, we know a lot of you want to kick in. So far, as I record this, we have raised over $20,000. And 15 of that, more than 15 of that comes from you guys. So if you guys are interested in kicking in, there is a link below. You can go to the GoFundMe link and you can kick in to help out, to help get some training and some equipment to these local departments, to help out these volunteers that keep us safe out here in rural America. On top of that, we are adding the $5,000 in ourselves, and there's something else. Oh, the email. If you know of a local department or a local crew or local first responders that could use this training or this equipment, there is an email down there. Click on the email, send us an email. We're going to go through that. We're going to figure it out. This money is going to be spent out here in rural America to help these volunteers get the correct equipment and training to protect farmers. We shouldn't be losing people in grain bins anymore. Let's do what we can to help that. And thank you guys for watching. Keep it between the rows.